Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates tease that Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, might not be facing death after all. Could Dr. Grace Buckingham's Cassandra Creech drugging plot be the cause of Liam's deteriorating condition? The show has certainly been concentrating on Liam's pills lately, which suggests there might be a reason for B&B dedicating so much screen time to him taking them. Grace's name has appeared on the bottle, indicating that these pills are indeed prescribed by her. In the episode aired on July 3, Liam was again depicted with his pills, while Grace faced harassment over the phone. Someone persistently tried to reach out to Grace through texts and calls, but it was evident that she was not interested in communicating. Even John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, observed that Grace was under immense stress. Finn recognized that Grace's family had endured a great deal and extended an offer to listen if Grace ever felt like sharing. Nevertheless, it seems that Grace is likely under strict instructions not to disclose to Finn or anyone else what is truly happening. It appears that the show is delving into a fresh mystery that will eventually resolve Liam's terminal condition. Grace appears oddly committed to ensuring that Liam proceeds with a combination of chemotherapy and radiation. Despite Finn's caution regarding potential side effects, Grace is being exceedingly insistent about this. Is Grace being blackmailed into drugging Liam? Has she been attempting to push him into this treatment plan by portraying him as sicker than he is? It's quite odd that Grace is so focused on Liam's situation, especially since the show previously established her as a cardiologist. Could it be that Grace is collaborating with someone to create fraudulent brain scans and distort the entire scenario? While Liam might have a tumor or some brain issue resulting from his fall, it's possible that the reality isn't as severe as Grace is suggesting. The big question is, why would someone blackmail Grace into possibly making Liam's situation worse, and why is she cooperating? Regarding Grace's potential dishonesty, it likely relates to the individual on the initiating end of her texts and calls. This could connect to her former partner, Dr. Reese Buckingham, Wayne Brady, and some of his dubious associations, particularly since Finn brought up Grace's previous family issues. Is Liam meant to be a test subject or something similar? If Grace is deceiving Liam with those pills, she might also be planning to mislead him with this treatment strategy. It may not be exactly what it appears to be. Of course, there will be numerous questions for the show to address if they are indeed pursuing this storyline with Grace. Fans are excited to discover who is orchestrating events and the reasons behind Liam's involvement in this bizarre plot. Nevertheless, it seems like this could serve as a rewrite, offering a chance to avert Liam's dark destiny before it unfolds. We are aware that Scott Clifton continues to film, and Liam is set to feature in episodes airing in September, which gives us genuine optimism for the character's future. The bold and the beautiful spoilers indicate that there are some unexpected developments ahead in Liam's narrative. Keep an eye out for updates on any shocking medical revelations. The halls of the bold and the beautiful are no stranger to secrets, lies, and stunning reveals. But this week, the drama is explosive as Grace Buckingham's drugging scheme finally unravels, and Liam Spencer's survival leaves jaws on the floor. What begins as a sinister ploy to protect Luna spirals into a dark web of betrayal, heartbreak, and one unexpected miracle. Grace's scheme begins to crumble. Grace Buckingham had always been protective of her daughter, Luna. But this time, she crossed a line so deep, there's no walking it back. Her quiet manipulation from behind the scenes had gone unnoticed by most, but now, as suspicions mount and truths inch closer to the surface, Grace's grip on the situation begins to falter. It all started with her desperation to drive Liam away from Steffi and Luna. Convinced Liam was a danger to both women, emotionally and now, she claimed, physically, Grace decided the only way to protect her daughter was to make Liam seem mentally unstable and physically deteriorating. How? drugging him slowly and subtly, using her knowledge of pharmaceuticals to orchestrate a silent breakdown. What she didn't count on was Bill Spencer. Bill connects the dots. Bill's transformation from ruthless businessman to devoted father has been nothing short of shocking. When Liam collapsed and was rushed to the hospital, riddled with symptoms that resembled both withdrawal and neurological distress, Bill's instincts flared. Something didn't add up. He began to quietly investigate, even using his own private team to look into who had been near Liam in the weeks prior. His findings were inconclusive, at first. Then came the video footage. An internal surveillance camera at Il Giardino caught a shocking moment, Grace slipping something into Liam's drink. At first glance, it seemed innocent, a pat on the back, a caring hand on his shoulder, and a cup of espresso passed into his hand. But when slowed down and enhanced, the moment Grace dropped a vial's contents into the cup was undeniable. Bill's rage was volcanic. But he didn't go to the police, not yet. He needed more. More proof, more witnesses. More understanding of why Grace would drug his son. Finn's dilemma, caught in the crossfire. Meanwhile, John Finn Finnegan had found himself caught in the middle of a storm he never saw coming. Already reeling from Liam's collapse, Sheila's recent shooting incident, and the chaos involving Luna, Finn was blindsided when Bill pulled him aside with the surveillance evidence. "Watch this," Bill ordered, eyes burning. As Finn watched Grace drug Liam, a chill ran down his spine. He had trusted Grace, respected her as a fellow medical professional. She had seemed overly involved, yes, but this was criminal. Still, Finn hesitated. Going after Grace would devastate Luna, a young woman already on the brink after the accidental drugging that left her vulnerable and spiraling. But at the same time, Liam had nearly died. His heart had stopped for a brief, terrifying moment. This couldn't be ignored. When Finn confronted Grace, her veneer cracked. Grace's confrontation, the truth spills out. "Why, Grace?" Finn's voice was low but steely. "You drugged a man. You almost killed him." Grace didn't deny it. Her hands trembled as she sat down. "I was trying to protect Luna," she whispered, eyes glassy. "From him, he's obsessed. Dangerous. Look at his history. He wrecks lives and leaves women in pieces. Steffi, Hope, even Ivy." Finn cut her off. "That's no excuse to poison someone." Grace's calm facade shattered. "You don't understand. That night, Luna she was hurt. Lost. After the last drugging incident, she started trusting him too much. I saw the way he looked at her. I panicked." Finn was speechless. Grace hadn't been trying to kill Liam. She'd been trying to push him away, mentally unhinge him so Steffi and Luna would distance themselves. But the dosage had gone too far. Liam's liver had begun shutting down. His heart had stopped. He had flatlined. "I never meant for it to go that far," she said, sobbing. "But it did," Finn replied coldly. "And now you're going to face the consequences." Liam's shocking recovery. While the world around him spun in chaos, Liam Spencer opened his eyes. After days in a medically induced coma, his vitals stabilized and he slowly began to regain consciousness. The moment he awoke, it was Steffi who sat at his side, her hand wrapped tightly in his. Her face lit up with a bittersweet relief. "You're okay," she whispered. "You're really okay." Liam blinked slowly, confused. What happened? The memories were blurry, the dizziness, the paranoia, the feeling of being watched and weakened. Then flashes, a collapse, voices, sirens. "You were poisoned," Steffi admitted softly. "Someone drugged you. You nearly died." Liam's confusion gave way to fear, then fury. "Who?" Before Steffi could answer, Bill stepped into the room. "Grace Buckingham," he said flatly. "She did this to you." Liam's jaw clenched. "Luna's mother," Bill nodded grimly. "She's been slipping things into your drinks for weeks, said it was to protect her daughter." Liam looked at Steffi, and a mix of betrayal and heartbreak twisted his face. "She tried to kill me, because I cared about Luna," Steffi nodded slowly. It's more complicated than that. But yes, she thought she was saving Luna from you. Liam shook his head, pain clouding his expression. This is insane. Luna learns the truth. Back at the Forrester mansion, Luna's world was about to implode. Carter, who had taken it upon himself to protect Luna like a big brother, gently delivered the news. Grace had been arrested. She was being charged with attempted manslaughter and medical malpractice. The evidence was overwhelming. Luna collapsed into a chair, shaking. My mother? She did what? Carter sat beside her. She thought she was helping. But Luna, you need to know. Liam nearly died. His heart stopped. Finn revived him. Tears streamed down Luna's cheeks. No, she wouldn't. She couldn't. She did, Carter said gently. And now the whole truth is out. Luna's sense of identity crumbled. The woman who had raised her, protected her, even lied to her about her father, had gone too far. She thought of all the nights she blamed herself for the chaos around her, when the truth was, Grace had been the silent puppeteer behind it all. She had to make a choice. Would she protect her mother or walk away? Steffi faces her own guilt. As news of Grace's arrest spread through Los Angeles, Steffi wrestled with her own feelings. She had pushed Liam away repeatedly, assuming his behavior was erratic and obsessive. But now she realized he had been a victim, confused, drugged, spiraling because of something he had no control over. Ridge questioned her over dinner. Do you still love him? He asked. Steffi was quiet. I don't know, she finally said. What I know is, I blamed him for everything. And he was fighting just to stay alive. Taylor, meanwhile, returned to town to support her daughter. You can't change what happened, she said softly. But you can help him heal. If that's what you want. Steffi sighed. I just want to do right by him, and Luna. A stunning twist. Liam's tests reveal a side effect. As Finn continues monitoring Liam, a new mystery emerges. Your test results came back strange. Finn tells Liam, showing him the chart. There's damage, but also something else. A mutation in your blood chemistry. Something from the drugs Grace used has interacted with your system in a way we've never seen before. Liam's eyes narrow. What does that mean? It means you may not be out of the woods yet. This wasn't just a poisoning. It might have triggered something in your system that we don't fully understand. Could Liam now be facing a long-term illness? Could there be an irreversible effect of Grace's tampering? Or could this somehow change Liam's mental or emotional state in ways no one can predict? The aftermath, and what's next? Grace Buckingham faces criminal charges and public disgrace. Luna is torn between family loyalty and doing what's right, and ultimately tells the authorities she will not stand in their way. I love my mother, she says through tears. But I won't cover for her crimes. Liam begins the long road to recovery, both physically and emotionally. With Finn, Bill, and Steffi by his side, he takes his first steps toward healing, but the trauma lingers. Steffi, meanwhile, reassesses everything. Her relationship with Finn remains tense. Her bond with Liam is being rebuilt. And Luna, once a perceived threat, is now someone she sees as a fellow victim. Ridge, Brooke, and Taylor try to keep the Forrester family afloat amidst the chaos. But a final shocker lands just as the episode closes. Sheila Carter returns to Finn's home, bloodied, bruised, and whispering something that will change everything. I didn't shoot. Who you think I shot? Grace wasn't working alone. Cue the music. Final thoughts. As the dust begins to settle, The Bold and the Beautiful leans hard into psychological warfare, family betrayal, and the moral gray zones between love and obsession. Grace's drugging scheme may be unraveling, but the consequences are just beginning to manifest. Liam's survival is not just a miracle, it's a warning. Nothing in Los Angeles stays buried forever, and the next chapter promises even more shocks, secrets, and possibly a second shooter. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BAUTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.